Hey y'all, welcome back. So for today's video, we're going to be doing another older doll haul, which is just so exciting for me. I've done a few videos on my channel about just older dolls that I am just now discovering. Most notably, it's usually Barbie dolls that I'm just now discovering. And yeah, this is another haul video for that. So not new, not like the most relevant dolls, but I hope that you guys can enjoy anyway. Sometimes it's fun to take a look back at old dolls that maybe you guys already knew about, or maybe you've had in your collection for a while, or maybe you're like me and you didn't even know that these existed, and so this can be like your introduction to the fact that these are dolls that you can buy on the secondhand market. And yeah, I don't know, it's just like a little fun time opening a bunch of boxes and getting into all these dolls, especially because some of these have been sitting here waiting for me to open for a couple of months now, because I'll buy like a secondhand doll and then I'll wait to unbox them until I have enough to do a haul video like this. So I've been waiting. I've been very patient with some of these dolls, so I'm very, very excited to get into them today. I think I have 6 waiting in my pile here. There are 4 in box and then 2 out of box. So first of all, we have the Barbie Legends of Ireland, the Spellbound Lover doll, who I am beyond stoked for. My husband bought her for me ages ago, and I cannot wait to actually get into this doll. She is from the story of Tristan and Isolde. I think I'm saying that right, Isolde. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below. But it's a Celtic love story. So there's like a little blurb on the back that tells you a little bit about that tale. And I'm so excited for this doll. I am going to try to salvage like the back of her box because I think this is cool to like display with them so that you can kind of have that story and that inspiration. But we'll be unboxing her because I am an out-of-box collector. So if that hurts you, I'm sorry. I know she was like a collector's edition, but I have to touch this doll. I have to see everything she's got on her. So I'm really, really excited about her. So that's number 1. And then we have the Dolls of the World Princess Edition, Princess of Ancient Mexico. If you've been on this channel for a while, you know I discovered these dolls last year and I have been beyond obsessed with this whole line. So I'm really excited to be able to add another one to the collection. Very excited to get into her. Next up, we have the Barbie Faery of the Garden. I love fairies. I love fairies and I love mermaids. Those are 2 facts about me. I just am obsessed. So of course, beautiful. She's a little dusty. Like the whole box is pretty dusty. I'm curious about how the condition of the doll is going to be, but I'm really very excited to find her. I just randomly found her thrifting with a friend, so I was super excited to pick her up. So that is number 4. My pile is growing taller over here. And then the last Barbie that I have is the Medieval Lady Barbie. And she's got this really cool box, so I'm not sure how to like salvage this the best I can because I obviously, again, I'm an out-of-box collector. Like I want to unbox her, but she has this cool box that is like Velcro, and then there's a whole blurb on the inside here, and of course you can see the doll herself. She's so cute. You'll see when I can get like closer, but I normally don't like Barbies that are this old with this old of a face sculpt because like mid 90s onward is like the sculpts that I tend to enjoy, and then before that I'm not usually a fan, but every once in a while there's a Barbie that I'm a really big fan of. So we have her, and then the 2 out-of-box dolls I will wait and show you like all at once when I unbox these so you can see them more close up. But yeah, there are 2 Monster High dolls. So with all of that, I'm going to go ahead and unbox these off camera right quick so that we can actually get to looking at them. I do hope that you guys will find this fun and interesting. If you do, if you could give the video a like, that'd be really cool. And if you are new here, this is like your first video for me. Hi, hello. Maybe consider subscribing if you enjoy this and other doll content. But yeah, I'm going to do that off camera and then I will be right back to get into the actual good stuff. I cannot wait. I will see you guys in a second. Okay, that took ages. I went out and I unboxed them all and they were dusty, and so my allergies started acting up. So then I had to take a shower and eat dinner. So it's been a few hours since I filmed the first part of this video, but we can finally get into it. But yeah, so if the lighting looks weird, that's why. It's because it is now dark outside. Anyway, though, let's go ahead and start off with the 2 dolls that I haven't shown you yet, the ones that were already out of box. So first of all is this Dance the Fright Away Cleo Denial. She is a little rough. Okay, you know, I know her hair's not looking super. She also is missing her mask. I think that's the only thing she's missing, maybe a bag. But she has her clothing and like her shoes and her accessories, which is what mattered to me, or at least like her necklace. She might have, no, she doesn't have earring holes, so she wouldn't have come with earrings. Maybe a headpiece. I'm not 100% sure, but I got this doll for like $7, I want to say. She was very, very cheap, and I bought her because I've always liked the outfit for the Dance the Fright Away Cleo. I think that it's really cool. I like the patterns, and I think the red is really nice in this design. And I thought that if I could either fix up her hair or reroot her, this would be a good opportunity to practice just doing a face up. I've done a few custom dolls here on the channel, but I've never done like just a face up. So I thought that that would be fun to kind of practice my skills with face painting. So eventually she won't look like this. She is a G2 Cleo, and I'm not really a huge fan of the face, but it doesn't matter because I'm gonna give her a new one, and I feel like the clothes are really cool. I love the way that this piece of her dress. Oh no! Oh no! I just saw all the staining. I never saw that. That's so sad. Okay, you can't see it. I'm definitely gonna wash it and like try to get that out because that's a little gross because I don't know what that is. At least though, if I can't get it out once it's clean, it will be okay because you can't see it. What a discovery. I'm so glad this doll is cheap. But yeah, I feel like the design of the dress is cute. I like the different patterns. She's got like the belt and the necklace. The shoes are fine. They're not like my favorite ever, but I'm glad that she had shoes. She came, with like at least a full outfit. So that was an exciting one. A little bit of a surprise with the stain there, but we have her. That was such a shock to my system. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then next up, I have the stand for this one, but I'm not going to put her on it just because it's easier to like show you what we're working with. I have the First Wave Rochelle Goyle, which is so exciting for me. I love this doll. I think she's so cute. Her clothes need to be like redressed and fixed up a little bit. But look at her. She's so cute with her socks and her shoes. I think she's missing her headband. And she also has like some accessories. Like this is definitely a Frankie bracelet. But otherwise, she's got her wings, she's got her necklace, and she's looking so precious. I've always loved this Rochelle. I didn't buy her when she came out, which has always been a huge regret of mine. So I was so excited to see her available for secondhand. So I jumped on her. This skirt alone, this is why I wanted her. It's so pretty with the holographic. And like the overall look is really good too. Like I like the whole doll, but the skirt alone was why I wanted her. So obviously her hair is also not looking super. She's going to need a little bit of love, a little bit of TLC to get her kind of tip-top shape. She might be missing an earring over here. That's okay though. That's not that bad. So I was really, really excited to grab her as well. And then getting into the inbox dolls, I'm trying to think about who I want to show you first. Oh, also really quick, I still have it in the bag because I just haven't gotten that far. But I have Rochelle's diary, even though it is folded, a brush, and then her pet in her bag. So I have all of that for Rochelle. Anyway, though, actually onto the boxed ones. I think I want to go... Oh my gosh, let's go with the medieval Barbie first. The medieval lady Barbie. So she comes with a stand that says medieval lady on it, which I think is really cute. That's the first time I've seen a Barbie stand that was like personalized to the doll like that. Look at this lady. Hold on, my camera is not tall enough. Is that a little bit better? That'll work. She's so fascinating to me. I feel like this face is like, to me, please don't be upset if you like this one, but to me it's kind of like ugly cute. Because like I said in the intro, this is not the face that I usually go for, but I feel like it's not that bad. If you look really closely, her lashes are rooted like above her painted lash line, which is kind of funny. So I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the lashes. I might try to get rid of those, but the face is not terrible, even though I usually think that it is. The dress, though, that's like the real stunner. Look at these sleeves. I love this printed fabric on the inside. It is so pretty, and obviously there's a lot of details with like the lining and a bunch of different fabrics on here. I just think these are so stunning and so pretty. They're also really soft, weirdly enough. I love that. Like the dress was just so cool. The headpiece is so fascinating to me because I think that a lot of times in like medieval inspired stuff, people will leave out the headdresses because they're not always beautiful in like today's standard. But I think it's really cool that this Barbie actually has like a funky little headdress with nets on the side holding her buns in. I am not sure how I'm going to handle this because I feel like her hair probably needs a wash. But also if I'm just going to leave her like this, I don't have to wash her hair. Like I know realistically I don't have to wash her hair. I think I'm just so used to washing doll hair that it feels bizarre to unbox a doll and not wash it. So I don't know what we'll be doing with that. Maybe nothing. But she's got this lovely little like, I don't know what the like terminology is, but there's almost like a scarf attached to the back of her headdress. It's so pretty. It definitely needs like a little bit of a steam, but it's so cool. Again, like there's a lot of different fabrics, a lot of different details. And then one of my favorite things is her little chain necklace with this little jewel on it. It's so cute. I just really appreciate stuff like that. You can see on her neck where from being in the box, there's like a mark from the necklace. I'm going to try to clean that off. But overall, I think she's so precious. She does have just like little plastic shoes. I don't know why they have like the swoop up at the toe like an elf. I don't know if that is historically accurate, but you don't actually see the shoes, so it doesn't really matter. She looks so good. She's chilling out on her stand. Look at her with her sleeves. Oh my goodness. So cute. I love that. I'm going to come back here for a second. Sorry, it's just not your turn anymore to be in the spotlight. We'll get back to you in a little bit at the end. Who next? Okay, let's talk about the Garden Fairy. So she did come with a certificate of authenticity. I think, yeah, the medieval lady's the only one who didn't come with one, which is fine. Like, it doesn't matter to me. But just in case you are curious, this is a really funny doll because I think she's really beautiful. She also comes with her little saddle stand, but it's one of those things where you can really tell that she was meant to be in the box. Because, okay, we'll start with the front. Front, gorgeous. I will say, though, these wings, this glitter gets absolutely everywhere. Doesn't matter to me. I'm a glitter lover. I don't care if glitter is everywhere, but if you hate glitter, probably don't buy this doll because it literally gets everywhere. They're so pretty, though. Like, looking at the wings, that is so beautiful. And they're just, like, not quite paper. It's almost like a canvas feeling. Point is, though, is I feel like they can't have been that unreasonably expensive to make. And I look at all the plastic wings on Play Barbies now. I know this was not a Playline Barbie, but imagine if a Playline Barbie had like, even a really, really small version of this wing. That would be so cool. Her face, not my favorite. Like it's, you know, I guess a little bland is the word that I would use, but it is pretty. She's cute. Her dress has got like tons of layers in the front. Really, really precious. We've got like leaves here, and then also in her hair with like the ribbon. Her hair is beautifully curled in these ringlets. They are a little bit stiff, but not anything like what you get with, say, like a modern Rainbow High doll where their ringlets will be literally solid. This still has like a little bit of give to it. So the hair really isn't that bad. I'm still going to wash it just, you know, because I'm a hair washer. I tend to like to do that with my dolls when I unbox them. But it's really not bad. And then her shoes, I think, are super cool. They're like little faux leather sewn pieces. And I think it's so interesting because it's definitely very pixie-ish. It gives very fairy vibes. And I just cannot imagine seeing this on most Barbies nowadays. I just love it so much. But the funny thing is that she looks really great from the front, right? Like this is cute. Turn her around. I didn't expect the wings to be colored on the back because, like, I get it. She's display. But the dress is also a lot less layered in the back, which I thought was very interesting. The wings are sewn onto the dress, and the dress is sewn onto the doll. So there's no way to get her out of this unless you cut it open, which I'm just now realizing is going to pose a problem for me if I want to wash her hair. That's a problem for later, Oliver, though. That's not a problem for me right now. But you can see, like, her hair is really beautifully curled. Like, it is quite pretty, which is fascinating because most of the time when I unbox a doll, I'm like, okay, I really got to work on the hair. But honestly, you could leave this if you are a little bit less anal than I am. But yeah, that's the back of the dress. Front, very, very cute. So happy to have her. I just love fairies, like I said in the intro. And I love the way that it looks from the front with like the layers and the skirt and everything. She's just so cute. And she fits so perfectly on her little stand. Like she's just floating there, just hanging out. I love it. All right. Wow, these are going to start to get tangled. I really picked Barbies that had like a wide design. Okay, we're going to make it work. Who do I want to do next? I know there's only two left, but I'm going to go with the Spellbound Lover because I was most surprised by the Princess of Ancient Mexico. So yeah, we're going to do Spellbound Lover first. She also had her Certificate of Authenticity. And then she's so gorgeous. Her hands are molded. Collector Barbies don't have articulation a lot of the time, which is fine. But her hands are molded to hold this cup because in the story they drink from a cup, and that's like how they end up falling in love. So the cup is kind of essential. If you don't have the cup on display, she's just kind of chilling out there. So yeah, cup is really pretty. There's like a semi-transparent, very shiny potion in there, and then it's just like a molded cup. So that's cute. Very, very important to the display. But aside from that, she's got like a tiny little ring and painted fingernails. There's so much detailing on her dress with like buttons on the sleeve, buttons all the way down the front, this rope belt, and the fabric itself, so pretty. Like, you can hear it. It's not necessarily the most high quality, but it is so beautiful. Even the gold on her arms, that fabric has like a little bit of shine to it. There's little like clasps at her cape. It's so beautiful. I think her face, so stunning. See, this is what I mean by like the garden fairy looked a little bit more bland in comparison, which I get. She's like a garden fairy. She's probably really chill. But just like that hint of makeup, ooh, it sends her the next level. She's got her cape. It is like a little bit uneven because obviously this is also meant to probably stay in the box and be like a collector's. She's meant to display like this with her cape to the side. So you're obviously going to see more of that on there. I'm not upset about it at all. Love the material though. Very, very soft. And then this hair. Oh my goodness. Obviously she has her crown up here, but look at this hair. It is so pretty, and I'm so scared because I'm going to have to undo it because look at the bottom. That's a disaster. I have to redo that. Like, I'm going to have to wash her. But it looks so pretty. I'm going to have such a hard time redoing this. So, y'all, I'm going to need you to, like, have faith in me and send me positive vibes to get through this restyling because this is going to be a bit of a challenge. But this is going to look so pretty. I mean, it looks so pretty now. This is just so lovely with the ribbon. And it's going to look even better once it's fresh and washed. I am so excited for her. She just has little red slippers. There's, like, a dent in one. But I'm not bothered by it. So cute. And, of course, she also had her saddle stand. I really like the Barbie collector saddle stands, I'm not going to lie. I don't like all saddle stands, but I feel like these are really solid. So you just pull her down, and then she's standing. She's chilling out. She's almost ready for display. All right, one more. I'm trying to, like, move my whole thing. Okay, one more to get through. This one, I was, like, pleasantly surprised by. I did forget. Oh, no, I don't have the box in here. One moment, please. Okay, I forgot to show this in the intro. Sorry, I'm just like a little bit scatterbrained sometimes. But all of the Barbie Dolls of the World Princess Collection dolls have a little blurb on the back of their box. I'll put like a still photo up here so you can pause and read that if you want. But it talks about how the Princess of Ancient Mexico is from the Aztec Empire. So that's pretty cool. I don't know the most about the Aztec Empire, so you guys will have to let me know if she is like super accurate or not. But I did want to share that because one of my favorite things about that line is the fact that they have information on the boxes. So she also came with her certificate of authenticity, and then she came with a little like passport, which I'm assuming used to do something. If you see my other videos on this line, there have been a couple dolls that came with this passport, and there's like a website mentioned, but doesn't do anything now, so you know. That could have been cool when it came out, I guess. And then she also came with this little card, like almost like a trading card. I've had this with, I think just the Princess of the Renaissance was the only one who had this. I don't know why this is in some of them and not in others, but, you know, I'm glad that she has it, I guess. It's going to be cool for the display. And then the doll herself, okay, she was so much more stunning getting her out of box. Like, she obviously looked good in box, but getting her out, she was just so pretty. Sorry, I'm fixing her up real quick. So first off, she came with this little gold fan. Very cute. And then obviously she has her stand. And then the doll herself. I love this mold. I think that this is a very beautiful face mold. Her headdress is so pretty. This doll came out, according to the card, in 2004. 2004. I was amazed that all these feathers, even in the box, have lasted. Like, I was just so happy to see all these feathers. I didn't really notice them in box, and then like getting her out, I was really excited about them because that's almost 20 years these feathers have been stuck on her little headdress, and she's still looking so good. Her hair is shockingly soft. Like, it's really, really very soft. You can see she's got like the loose necklace here, painting on there. The only thing I would say is that this like front portion I think is meant to be like a poncho, but it doesn't carry around to the back, so it's just sewn onto her dress, which is interesting because the Princess of South Africa had an outer layer that was fully removable and clasped, and like that was amazing. So I'm kind of surprised the same detail isn't on this one. It is still very, very beautiful from the front though. I love all of the fringe here, and the patterns are so pretty. Oh my gosh, the colors and the patterns, all the printing looks so good. She's got her little bracelets, but the big thing again with the shoes, I was just shocked because these are just very unique. They are, like the Faery, kind of a pleather material, meant to be like a leather sandal is what they're, you know, reminiscent of. But most of the Dolls of the World Princess collection gets just little flats, or like the Princess of South Africa didn't have shoes at all. So I thought it was really, really cool that they did such a specialized shoe for this Aztec princess. And they look so good. Like, I love the way they look on her. They're so pretty. And again, she can just, if I put her the right way, she's definitely backwards. Slip into her saddle sand. It's a little harder when they have tight dresses like that, but she gets there eventually. She just looks like so regal. Look at that face mold. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place, but she's so pretty. Oh my goodness. Definitely one of those where it's like so much better when you get them out of the box, which is so funny because you just never really know. I think it's so fascinating with dolls how the photos can look so different than the actual doll, and then the doll itself can even look different in and then outside of the box. But yeah, that's gonna be the little haul for today, plus, you know, these two chilling out down here. I'm so excited about these. I know the Monster High dolls need a little bit of fixing up, but one of those is going to be a project. One of them is going to be ready for display soon. And all of these Barbies, I love getting old Barbies, y'all. Like, I just feel some type of way about old collectible Barbies. They're so cute. They're so high quality. I feel like the designs are just so next level compared to, like, a lot of what we get now. And I'm so happy to be able to add these to my collection. Like, I can't wait to add them to the shelf and see them with all of their other Barbie cousins and sisters. Oh my goodness, I'm really excited about this. So I hope that this was also a fun one for you guys. A little bit more chit-chatty and a little bit less of like a proper review type thing. But hopefully that was fun for you. Thank you for sticking along if you made it to the end here. I do appreciate you watching and hanging out with me. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day or your night or whatever it might be. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.